Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be graphic liner makeup tutorials. Actually, someone on this channel requested I do this look, and here it is. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you're wrong. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss out when I post new amazing videos like this. Please give this video a very big thumbs up if you end up liking it, and drop a comment for me down below what you think about this video, and watch my other videos as well. So now let's do this. So I already did her brows off camera. I have a video where I did a detailed brow tutorial, so you can go watch. So I'm just going to start with the moisturizer. This moisturizer is from CeraVe. So I'm just going to apply that with a brush all over her face, directly under her eyes. After doing that, making sure the moisturizer gets to every part of her face where the makeup is going to get to, then I'll just blend it with my fingers to seal that in and let it absorb into her skin. The next step is a primer. This primer is from Younger Beauty. I just rub it on my hand and pat it into her skin because you're not supposed to drag your primer. That's what I'm doing here. Then I'm just going to hydrate her face with this spray from Kiss Beauty. Oh wow, that's too much. It came out too much, so I'm just going to try to reduce it around her eyes with the cotton pad. This is a new foundation I got. It's a PR package actually. It says matte, so I'm just going to use a brush to apply this. So I didn't prep her skin to be dry or matte because I'm trying this foundation for the first time, so I really just want to know what the foundation feels like. So at this point I couldn't really say anything much about the foundation. I actually use it in my other video, but I did this makeup first. I recorded this makeup first, so I couldn't say much about this foundation at this point, but the texture is looking nice, the undertone is looking real. So I'm just going to blend that into her skin with a brush because it says matte, so you're supposed to use a brush to blend in your matte foundation. So after doing that, I'll just use my beauty blender to seal that in, make it smooth and take out any excesses. This is a clean beauty blender I'm using, so I'm just blending that in, making it smooth, taking out the excesses and making sure I don't have any harsh lines. The next step is using this concealer from Ellie Girl in Fun. So I'm just going to apply little quantity on her skin, then blend in with a brush before going into it with my beauty blender. But before blending in, I like to leave my concealer to get sticky a bit. So while I'm waiting for it to get sticky a bit, then I'll just contour her face with this Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 370. So I'm applying little quantity because it's really dark. If I apply so much, it's going to be so dark, so I'm doing a light contour. So doing that with my brush and going in with the beauty blender to seal that in. Then after that, I will now go in to blend my concealer using a small blending brush to blend it out first before going in with my beauty blender. So I'm going to be sealing this concealer in first with the pressed powder. This pressed powder is also from Harvin Gold, same brand as the foundation I used. It came with the foundation as well, just to seal the under eyes first before setting with the setting powder. I remember, like I always say, before placing anything under the eyes, you need to blend it, and before putting your setting powder, you need to blend it. So I'm blending in the powder now so I can use my setting powder. This setting powder is from RCMA setting powder, I think that's what it's called, but the RCMA, the white RCMA colorless powder. So I'm just going to place that all over the part of her face where I need to highlight, like the high point of her face where I highlighted. So I'm just going to set that area. Then I'll be adding color to her face with this palette from, this is Classic Blush palette. So I mixed two colors to get this shade I'm using on her skin. So I'll be using this to add color to her face. I'm using this Haravin Gold powder palette to set her foundation and all over her face. This is to even out the makeup. I'm setting all over her face, even on the area where I apply the setting powder, avoiding directly under the eyes. For her nose contour, I didn't do cream contour this time, so I'm just using the powder from the Haravin Gold powder palette to contour her nose. Then on her eyelid, because I'm doing a graphic liner, I won't be doing an eyeshadow, but I have to place a base there for the graphic liner to stay on. So I used my concealer, my Elegant Fun concealer, all over her lid. Now I'm using this that's the darkest shade, of the powder in the palette on her eyelid. After doing that, I'll use a lighter shade of powder to highlight her brow bone. Using the same shade of powder I used on her lid from the Haravin Gold powder palette to smudge under her eyes. After doing that, I'll use a brush to dust out fallout from the powder I used on her eyelid, and also blending her under eyes and all over her face, taking out any excess powder I might have on her skin. Now I'm going to set her face with this spray from Kiss Beauty. This is to even out the makeup and make it look like one layer. Then I'll use my fan to dry out the spray on her skin. After that, I'll just use my beauty blender to seal everything into her skin. Before doing this, you have to let your spray dry out a bit, almost completely dried out, so it doesn't open when you're trying to blend it out. Then I'll just use mascara on her lashes before I wear her the false lash. I did her first lash off camera, so now it's time to do her lip. I'm using the brown from the Eye Magic lip palette to line her lips, doing that on top and under her lips. Then I'll be using this NYX lipstick inside her lip. After doing that, I'll be using my lip gloss from Inglot all over her lip. Well, now she's tearing, so I'm trying to control the tear so it doesn't mess up the makeup. So, and one tip for controlling a teary eyes, guys, once she starts tearing, leave the eyes to tear. Don't try to put anything inside. I'm just drying. What I was doing here was drying the tears that already dropped from her skin. So just let it dry and you work on it. So I'm using this highlighter, the bronzer from Inglot, to glow all over her face, her cheekbone, the bridge of her nose, her temple. So now I'm going back to fix the under eyes. I let it dry. I let her eyes tear, just drying out the tears that came out. So let it dry. Then I went in with the concealer, the same concealer I used to highlight under her eyes. I went in with the concealer, used my brush to blend that properly, then going in with the powder from the Haravin Gold palette to set that in. So I'm applying the same powder on the other side of the eyes because after doing this side looked lighter, so I had to make it look same. Next, I'll be going in with my Inglot pencil to lie under her eyes because after correcting it, the under eyes looked dull. Now this is the palette we'll be using for our graphic liner. It's an aqua liner. You just put water in it and you're good to go. So what I'll be doing here is I'll be doing a white and pink ombre. So that's what I'm doing here, applying the white first, then using the pink to blend it out. So now I'm done with the liner, and after doing the liner I wasn't feeling the lip anymore, so I had to switch it up and make it look a little bit of pink to like match what we already have going on.
Forever in flight, follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we'll make it tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? I'll just breathe.
So guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please give this video a very big thumbs up if you end up liking it. Drop a comment for me down below what you think about this video. Share this video with your friends because there is love in sharing, and also subscribe to my channel. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, watch my other videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Me being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright?